Let's go, let's go, let's go. Week 5 wide receiver ranking tiers are here. This is SleezBall. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you scroll down, smash that like, smash that subscribe, help your boy out. I'm trying to bring you the best fantasy football to help you win your leagues. I'm going to break this down into tiers, show you the bye weeks, and this is also going to be a live stream, guys. So if questions pop in between, it'll be a little different than normal. I'm trying something new, and I think it's working, and I like it a lot. So let's dive into it here, guys. So here we go. Here is the board. You're going to see my Ballerz tier, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, sleepers tier. And of course, you're going to have the 4 teams on the bye. So I have Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper. I don't have Elijah Mitchell up here. I don't really put him in like the top 30 in my opinion. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Make sure they are all out of your lineups heading into this week. And let's start it off here with just the most ridiculous wide receiver in football. Justin Jefferson. The guy gets the Chiefs. This should be a smash. Justin Jefferson gets a star next to his name. I mean, he's missed 2 touchdowns on the year. He averages about 24 points a game. He plays every single snap all over the field. You can't go wrong either way putting Justin Jefferson number 1. Number 2, I thought about changing. It's going to be Tyreek Hill. They get the Giants is the only reason I'm worried about Tyreek Hill being number 2. I feel like it could get out of hand and you'll start to see A-Kane and Mostert just run it out. Like the Giants look so bad, but I mean, he could get 20 points before halftime, the first touchdown play of the game, like week 3. So Tyreek Hill's always an electric player, always going to be number 3 on the board, or always in the baller tier on the board every week. But I should have put Diggs above him, but I'm going to put Tyreek at 2. Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen are back. 33 points last week versus the Dolphins in half-point PPR. Now Stephon Diggs is going to get Jacksonville at home, another big game. And like I was saying in my running back or quarterbacks video, Josh Allen absolutely balls out versus, I swear, better competition. I don't know why it just happens. Stephon Diggs is due for another big game here, 100%. At number 4, I'm going to go, like I said in the quarterback video, I feel like the Raiders are going to beat the Packers on Monday night, and Jimmy G is going to feed Davante Adams just because he's had all these press conferences saying, we got to get it together. I don't want to be here for the long haul if we're not. So they're either going to feed this guy to death this week, or it's going to be like the Raiders lose, and you're going to see Davante Adams on the trade block here pretty soon. So I'm going to put him number 4 on Monday night, even versus Jair Alexander and the Packers D. I mean, he's unguardable, unstoppable, probably the best route runner in football. It's always a top 5 for Davante. Number 5, the number 1 receiver from week 4, in A.J. Brown, who dropped 34 points. He had that little, tiff with Jalen Hurts on the sideline in week 2. And since then, it has just been boom city for A.J. Brown. And now A.J. Brown is going to get the LA Rams, whose secondary is so young. I mean, this should be a feast fest. The Rams are actually decent at stopping the run. So DeAndre Swift, I put him a little lower just because of that. But this is going to be an A.J. Brown feed him all game right here. Number 6, falling out of the Ballerz tier. Man, I'm starting to get worried here, folks. Jamar Chase. I put Burrow higher this week. They get the Cardinals. I mean, if Jamar Chase doesn't feast in this game, I'm going to be really, really it might be over with Jamar Chase and the Bengals at this rate if they don't just smash the Cardinals. Like, they need a team just to smash, get their confidence back, feed Jamar Chase 12 to 14 targets, make him find the end zone for the first time in the year, and let's get this thing rolling, Bengals. I mean, we got to start ruling the jungle here. It's not going well for the Bengals right now. This is their bounce back spot this week in this game. Number 7. I'm going to mix it up here, guys. Are you ready for this? Brandon Ayuk has been Purdy's go-to guy. Coming off 17 or 18 points last week, and Debo had 0. I mean, and now they get the Cowboys. This will be like the first time the Niners have a game where they're actually in the game and have to pass more against the Cowboys. And you know that Diggs is out. Travion Diggs is out for the season, tore his ACL in practice. So this is going to be a monster game right here for Brandon Ayuk. I'm feeling it. Most people would have him around like 14, 15. I'm going to put him at number 7 this week. Number 8 is the Sun God. He's due, man. He's due to break out at some point here. I don't know why he's just keep getting 14, 15, 14 points a game. This is a great matchup spot for him, too, against Carolina. I mean, look at what Justin Jefferson just did to the Carolina Panthers last week. Amon-Ra should be absolutely eating. I'm waiting for that 20-point game. I feel like this is it. I just hope it doesn't get out of hand and it becomes a, Monty 30 carry game like last week and Gibbs and they run out the clock. I want to see an actual like Amon-Ra explosion game. The only thing I'm worried about is it will have to come early. That's the only thing that kind of scares me here with it. So I'm going to put him at number 8. At number 9, we are going to stick with the same game. The guy I put on Sidham last week, and it hit under projection, but if Christian Gonzalez didn't get hurt, it really would have hit, which, kind of hurts when you make a bold call like that. But CeeDee Lamb now gets the 49ers. Like I said with Brandon Ayuk, this is going to be a higher scoring game. Like the Cowboys have had a bunch of run out the clock games, use Tony Pollard, use Dowdle, use Deuce Vaughn, Now this is going to be a let him fly Jake Ferguson, CeeDee Lamb game right here. I'm going to put CeeDee in the top 10, even versus the stout Niner front. And the D, I can't wait to watch this game on Sunday. I'm a Niner fan. It's going to be so sick. But I got CeeDee Lamb at number 9. At number 10, mark this down. Chris Olave is going off in week 10. Like I said before, Christian Gonzalez, last week, their star corner in New England, who the Saints are playing against, and they're at New England. It's usually tougher. But now that they're missing their star corner, I don't know how Belichick is going to be able to bracket and take away Chris Olave like he likes to take away the ones in most matchups. So I'm going to put Chris Olave at top 10, and I'm feeling a monster game from Olave. Like I could have put him anywhere in the top 8, I guess would be, anywhere I could put him, but I'm going to leave him at 10 just because Derek Carr and the Saints offense hasn't looked fully good, and honestly, since like week 1. So Chris Olave is going to end my tier 1 at number 10. At number 11, we're going to stick with that Niner Cowboy game. I'm feeling so many like points in this game. I don't know why, even though both defenses are good. I feel like this is where the coaches are going to open up the playbook. Debo coming off a 0.6 game last week. I know he was a little riddled by injuries, made it tougher for him. But I think Debo's going to go off. Ayuk's going to go off. CeeDee's going to go off in this game. I just have this high point feeling for these massive defenses for some reason. And that's just a bold call in my opinion. Number 12, we're going to go totally outside the box here. He's like 24 and 20th on most expert rankings. Christian Watson, folks. Last week was his first game back from the hamstring injury. He gets the Raiders on Monday night, and he's going to be a full go. So he's going to get 80, 90% snaps this week compared to 30% last week, and he still caught a touchdown. I am on this Christian Watson DFS buy him. Everything trained this week. Jordan Love is going to feed the beast, and he's going to dominate one-on-ones. He's so good against man coverage. He's so big in the red zone. Christian Watson is going to have a massive week this week. At number 13, we're going to stick with that Giants game. He's due, man. Last week, Jalen Waddle had 2 touchdowns called back against him, which really hurt him, obviously, right? And really hurt the Dolphins because it took him out of the game. But he's healthy last week for the first time. I know, like I said with Tyreek Hill, it's the Giants, and I don't know, if this game gets out of hand or not, but Jalen Waddle is due for one of these games. Like, this is like Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's so good. He cannot be having these 10-point, 8-point, 10-point games. Jalen Waddle's going to break out here soon. And if there was ever a team that's going to happen again, it's going to be the Giants, right? The Giants are just shot. And I don't even know. Watching that Monday Night Football game, I think some of the college teams could beat them, man. It looks really, really bad. Again, the Dolphins could run away with it, but I do like him where he's at right now at 13. At 14, this is dependable on Cooper Kupp. So, Puka Nacua with the game winner. 39 targets. I mean, this guy's breaking every rookie record. Sean McVay is drawing up absolutely genius plays for the Rams right now. He's coaching a pure gem. And Puka Nacua, if Cooper Kupp is out, he will draw the Philly defense first worst versus the pass. And this should be a smash Puka Nacua play game right here. Again, depending on Cooper Kupp, looks like the reports are saying that he's not 80 or 90% yet. So he might miss one more week, and you get one more, smash Puka Nukem week. And I give you Puka Nakua at 14 heading into this week. At number 15, we're going to stay in the Eagles' little row over here with A.J. Brown. We're going to go with Devonta Smith. He's kind of cooled off since, the A.J. Brown, what do you ever want to call it, tiff with Jalen Hurts on the sideline, and now Jalen Hurts is feeding him more than Devonta, which was, I thought that Devonta was balling out at the beginning, and he might take more than A.J. That's not the case. A.J. Brown is definitely the better wide receiver. Give me Devonta Smith at number 15 versus the Rams' small secondary. I think they average 24 years of age between their 1, 2, and 3 at corner. This should be an eat-em game because they stopped the run better, like I said, with A.J. Brown. Give me Devonta Smith at number 15. At number 16, it's getting scary here, man. I was so high on Calvin Ridley. I literally tweeted out that he's going to be a top 5 wide receiver, and then he came out week 1 and he smashed. And then week 2, 3, and 4, his targets have gotten less and less and less. Now they get the Bills in a shootout game with Tre'Davious White, who is now out for the season, tore his ACL last week. This should be an absolute smash Calvin Ridley game. If it's not, I'm going to start to get really worried about Calvin Ridley here. I mean, this should be 15-plus game for Calvin Ridley, and I'm going to put him at number 16. At number 17, my favorite draft pick of the draft was Michael Pittman. So he had a down game last week, got the 2-point conversion catch, kind of got bracketed in ways that he wasn't bracketed to start the season. Now Michael Pittman hopefully is going to get the Tennessee where they stop the run. So Zach Moss, we don't know if Jonathan Taylor's back yet or not. There's really no update on if he even wants to play for the Colts. But the Tennessee pass D is like the Philly. It's like going up against the Eagles. They are so bad at stopping the pass. This is a smash Michael Pittman game right here. I could have even put him higher. I mean, I like him so much this week. I'm probably going to play him DFS, best ball across the board, everywhere there is. Give me all the Michael Pittman I can have because they will be stopped in the run. You won't see that much Anthony Richardson running. You won't see Zach Moss. I mean, the Titans hold teams like 40 yards on the year average with running backs and quarterbacks. It's unreal. But they can't stop the pass. That's why I like Michael Pittman at 17. At number 18, he's finally moving up my boards. The turf toe looks like it's behind him, and he gets the Chicago Bears. So I know Terry McLaurin's day was saved last week by falling on a touchdown that was fumbled into the end zone, which, gave him the 18-point game or whatever. But now he gets the Bears and the Titans and the Eagles are the 3 worst in the league at stopping the pass. And this is a 100% smash Terry McLaurin play on Thursday night. I mean, Sam Howell's finding his groove. He scared me there a little bit in week 3, but he faced a great defense. They struggled a little bit. The Bears defense is so leaky that this should be a smash Terry McLaurin play. Give me Terry McLaurin at number 18. At number 19, I'm going to try it again. I keep trying it. He's going to break out. He's going to find the end zone here and get his first touchdown of his career. Zay Flowers. So every single person last week told me to sit Zay Flowers, bring him down your board, everything. And they were right. He did not play good against the Steelers. They cover the slot very well. Or not the Steelers. It was Ravens and I believe the Browns or what was it? They got ahead in the game and it got too easy. It was 23-3. They ran him over. There was no Deshaun Watson. So Zay Flowers, I probably should have listened last week and lowered him down my board. Now you get the Steelers who are weak versus the slot. I said that backwards. And he should eat. This should be 100% eat again. The Steelers stopped the run very well. The running back committee in Baltimore is going very bad with Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, and Melvin Gordon even sprinkled in last week, which is just all bad. They should be trying to trade for Jonathan Taylor, if you want my opinion. But Zay Flowers should be a smash start this week, especially the DFS for how cheap he is. I like him a lot this week. Number 20, I can't believe it. Garrett Wilson. The Wilson brothers found a little rhythm last week. Zach Wilson, I don't know what happened. He looked like the best he's ever played in his career against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now, Garrett Wilson still saw 10.5, which is not his superstar. 10.5 points is not his superstar status points. But this week, he's going to get Denver. and Denver has been just thrashed by every team. So, I mean, look at what DJ Moore did at Denver last week, and Garrett Wilson is 5 times better than DJ Moore. So, if Zach Wilson can play that consistent level again, and that's the scary part is you don't know what Zach Wilson you're going to get. You could get the Zach Wilson that throws 4 picks and Garrett Wilson has 0 points. That's why I have him at 20. It's kind of concerning with Garrett Wilson, but I'm going to leave him at 20 for now. Nico Collins, the guy, wide receiver 7 overall in fantasy football right now. CJ Stroud, quarterback 6 overall. Texans passing yards per game is over 300 a game. Their pass attempts are number 3 in the NFL. His yards for distance on throws is number 3 in the NFL. It is absolutely crazy what the Texans are doing, and they're for real right now. They're not the old Texans of old where they get beat and they got to just play from passing downs behind. They're still passing when they're ahead. I mean, Dameon Pierce is only seeing 50% snaps. This is a full go CJ Stroud offense right now, and he looks great right now. I can't lie. He's a startable QB by himself. The only reason I have him so low this week and he's wide receiver 7 is because they play the Falcons and you have Okudah and you have AJ Terrell, who are probably the best corner duo in football right now. So it's a little here and there sketch kind of play here with it, but I can't not put him in the top 25 with how he's playing right now. DJ Moore, another great Thursday DFS smash play, gets the Redskins. Justin Fields just passed over 300 yards finally after doing that combined for the first 3 games, which is terrible. So I'm hoping that Justin Fields found a little rhythm here. And as long as he's scrambling out, there's no way you're going to cover DJ Moore for more than 3 to 5 seconds, right? So you might as well put him in your lineup every week at this point if Fields finds his rhythm here. The Washington pass defense is middle of the barrel. It's like 13th or 14th, I believe. Actually 16th right now against receivers. But they also only played the Eagles. So, I mean, that's the only good competition they had. Before that, they looked like they were superstar studs because they played the Cardinals and the Broncos. So, I mean, now they're going to start to feast into some better pass offenses where you'll see that the Redskins defense isn't as good as people think. 23. God, this one's scary. George Pickens. I don't even know if Kenny Pickett is playing yet. He practiced today in limited form, but Kenny Pickett has looked so bad. And it's not even like, I know their first 2 games against the Niners and the Browns, those are good defenses. The Ravens defense that they're facing this week has like 6 or 7 injuries in the secondary. This should be a George Pickens smash play, but I just can't put him high enough because I just don't know if, what's up, Rich? Let me finish and I'll get to it. I don't know if, George or Kenny Pickett's even going to be good in play or healthy, or if it's Mitch Trubisky. If it's not, I'm not fully set on Mitch Trubisky playing at all. 24, T. Higgins. Looks like he's going to survive the rib injury. They get the Cardinals, like I was saying with Jamar Chase. This should be a Bengals smash game here. I mean, the only problem is do they get too far ahead and it becomes the Joe Mixon show? That's, something to think about. But T. Higgins' talent, I mean, I shouldn't even have him at 24. It's just the Bengals are playing so bad. I mean, T. Higgins is so good, it's ridiculous. So I'm going to leave T. Higgins at 24. At 25, the old man D-Hop, DeAndre Hopkins, finally found a little rhythm last week. If you watched him play, he got a little bit going with Tannehill, saw more production. His, first week he saw 13 targets, and second and third week he saw none, and then last week he saw 8 or 9, bouncing back up. Now they get the Colts. And in this division rivalry game between the Colts and the Titans, the run is usually stuffed. So Derrick Henry will probably see like 20 carries for like 65 yards. But the Colts are the fifth worst versus the pass right now. I couldn't get that out. So their secondary is terrible. And DeAndre Hopkins is a go-getter jump ball in the red zone. I feel like this is going to be actually a big DeAndre Hopkins game. I could have put him, from anywhere from like 18 to 25. But again, it's like the Bengals, man. It's like T. Higgins. I don't know what's going to happen with Ryan Tannehill in the offense. They can play lights out one week and then look like the Giants the next week. So I'm a little iffy on DeAndre Hopkins, but I'll leave him at 25. And then Tank Dell is my honorable mention at 26. I could put him like next to Nico Collins if you wanted. Like, you never know who's going to pop off between these two right now, because it's 30 points, Nico Collins, and 2 20-point games for Tank Dell and a 30-point game for Nico Collins. So they're both going to face just such tough corners. That's why I put him down here because, again, Okudah and AJ Terrell are lights out for the Falcons at corner. And that is it, guys, for my wide receiver tier list heading into week 5. Remember that Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett are on buys. So if you need to fill any of those buys, my waiver wire video before I did, you can check that out as well for like flex plays if you need, or a deep league play, whatever it is. And as always, guys, if you have any questions, comments, drop it down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. And always like and subscribe. Help your boy out. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.